Welcome guys, welcome to Muse's Tarot. Welcome to today's reading that is going to be about messages from the underworld. Because I am a witch who feels very connected with the underworld, I do work with a lot of death deities, I have worked with the dead, I have worked with fairies, or I do work with fairies, I work with my ancestors. I have been practicing death magic for about 3 years now, and I really feel connected to the underworld. And for this reading, this might mean messages from death deities, from underworld deities, like, for example, King Hades, King Odin, Queen Persephone, maybe Lord Thanatos, Lord Hypnos, or Lady Nyx, maybe King Pluton, Queen Proserpina. There are so many deities connected with death, and I only have talked about the Greek and the Roman ones. Like, there is still so many deities. This might even be messages from demons and devils, because I do work with them too. This might mean messages from your ancestors, messages from deceased loved ones, messages from the fairy realm, anything that has to do with the underworld. This might also just be messages from the underworld without a spirit sticking out, but I will use a special deck of mine that I really love. This is this, I put the name up here, it's something with anatomy, and it's with poison and skeletons and flowers and swords, and it's very pretty, it's very soothing when it comes to the underworld. It also belongs to an underworld god. It belongs to King Hades because he is a patron of mine, and I gifted him or offered him this deck, so we are going to use that. Also, we are getting some oracle messages. We have these oracle cards. Then we are getting one card that is about a spirit guide that you should look up. This is an animal guide you should look up, like spirit animals, you look up the message of them. And then we get another oracle card from Queen Persephone, because she is the queen of the underworld, right? And these are just flowers and their messages, and it belongs to her since she is also a spring goddess. But yeah, that's the cards that I'm going to use. The reading will be like getting the messages, who you are or what kind of situation you are, so you can see if you resonate. If you don't want this part, you can literally just skip it. Then we are getting the messages from the underworld, and in the end we get additional messages from spirit with my cute little mini deck. This one, just some quick messages from your spirit guides, maybe about whatever the underworld has to say to you, maybe something about your situation, or just additional messages. I'm keeping it very open. Okay, we have 4 piles today. I initially wanted to do 3 piles, but spirit pushed me to do 4 piles. So we have pile 1 with this crystal. I literally just forgot the name, something with M. This beautiful crystal. We have pile 2 with the labradorite. We have pile 3 with the amethyst cluster. And pile 4 with the clear quartz cluster. Very beautiful crystal. I really love it. It's one of my favorites. It became one of my favorites. Okay, then I'm just asking you to center yourself, to ground yourself, to meditate, breathe deeply, anything like this, anything that helps you to center. And then you're going to look at the piles and see which pile is calling to you. Maybe that crystals are calling to you, the card is calling to you. If you don't feel called to any of this, look into the timestamps, because sometimes in the timestamps are symbols and signs, and just angel numbers that you really resonate with, or you feel very called to a timestamp. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, even if it is all of them, if you feel drawn to all of them, that's absolutely okay. Just pick all of them. Maybe there is a message in all of them for you, but this is probably going to be a very long reading, so please pick yourself something to drink, something to eat, make yourself comfortable. Don't listen while driving, because this can cause accidents, right? Don't listen to it while using machinery. Is also something that I might add into this information. But yeah, just pick your pile, pick your piles, look what you resonate with, and we will see each other at your piles. Welcome pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the first pile with this lovely crystal, very, very beautiful. It looks so pretty. I really love this crystal. I literally just bought it last month and I really love it. It's very beautiful. I'm going to pop that up here. About your oracle cards, we are going to look into that later. First, we are going to see what kind of situation you are. And the oracle cards are telling us already the messages of the underworld. Okay, again, as I just said, these are going to be messages from the underworld. This might mean death deities, underworld deities, destruction deities. The fairies, like the Fae, might be sending messages, deceased loved ones, ancestors, anything that goes into this direction, but it might also be that it is just messages from the underworld, not a specific spirit, but messages from the underworld. First, we are going to look into your situation. Then we will see what the messages of the underworld is for you. And then we are going to get some additional messages from spirit. That's also everything. I know I talk so much. I'm sorry, but I have to explain it just for the case that you didn't look into the intro. Okay, I'm asking my spirit guides, the elements, the 4 archangels, and my ancestors for protection, please. I already do see ancestors, Vikings, to be honest. Vikings and indigenous people, like indigenous people from America. I see something else. Might be that these ancestors that might be talking to you or might want to talk to you are from back then, like really, really back in time. Again, indigenous people like Christopher Columbus, before Christopher Columbus. When was he in America? Was it 1500 or 1600? I don't even know. I haven't done a lot of research in history lately, but yeah, might be that we get messages from ancestors, but it also seems like this is just confirmation for you. If you work with your ancestors are here. Okay, spirit, and what kind of situation is pile 1? Okay, you do work with your ancestors. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Seems like you're working with your ancestors, and if not, there is an ancestor. She's female, or she at least had, like, this person has at least feminine energy, but it seems like she's female. She is very protective over you. She is literally watching over you. She is protecting you, watching you, sending you signs when you sleep, sending you signs when you're around. You get a lot of angel numbers from her. I just saw ladybug. Maybe you see a lot of ladybugs. That's a sign of her. Also butterflies, blue butterflies. She is around you, very strong, and seems like she's from England, like Great Britain. Victorian time, I think. Anything in this time stamp, time in this matter, Victorian times. We have the 10 of Wands. You do have a lot of karma, a lot of struggles, like not because you're a bad person or anything like this, but might be generational karma. There's a lot of generational karma coming up. Also, you might have the problem that you struggle a lot with money, with food, with getting electricity, getting clear water, anything like this, getting warm water. You might have a lot of struggles when it comes to money or the things you have, or just maybe you have struggles with your relationships, that you don't find the one person that is actually for you, or this one friend that is actually for you, because you still have to work through your karma. And it isn't karma from yourself, it might be karma from your past life, but it also feels like generational karma, like karma that is coming from above, from people before you, from your family. You might have a lot of struggles and you don't know why, you don't understand it, you don't find it fair, but the reason you have so much karma is because you are supposed to break the cycle. You are the one that decided to say, okay, I'm going to break the cycle, and the sun is coming out, so this is confirmation for me. but it feels like you are the one who's supposed to break all of the cycle. And I do feel that you're kind of annoyed of this. Like, you kind of feel honored that you are the one who's supposed to break this. But on the other hand, you are literally annoyed because you're like, why do I have to break the karma? Why do I have to do this? Why didn't do my mother this? Or why do I have to go through this? You might also have big feet. That's not an insult. That's just something that comes through because I realized my Buddha statue has very long feet. And I never realized this. I never actually, yeah, might be something you have. Okay, and what kind of situation is power in spirit? Okay, yeah, it's your ancestors wanting to speak. We have the sun. And what I get with this, even though, well, I do think Apollon, the Greek god of the sun and healing and illness and agriculture and archery and medicine, what else? Beauty, yes, of course, beauty, light, knowledge, music, art, so many things. He might be a guide of yours, you might be working with him. And I just wanted to say he's not connected with death, but he is kind of connected with death, like for me. Because he is connected with illness and plagues, and what do plagues cause? Death, right? He also, like, there was this one story where he killed a cyclope, I think, of Zeus, his father, and he almost landed in Tartarus because of this. Like, Tartarus is kind of like the Greek hell, and this isn't underworld aspect of him. Then there is also this aspect that all of his lovers have died, like, besides the muses. But he didn't, like, there's a story where there's this, I have to smile about this because I found this so funny, where there is this saying that Apollon didn't get with the muses, like didn't marry any muse because he wasn't able to marry all of them, and he wanted to marry all of the muses. Like, okay, you go. But he has this one lover that I'm also working with. His name is, oh my god, how is it pronounced in English? Like, in German, it's Hyacinthus. Hyacinthus? Hyacinth? Maybe Hyacinthus? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I literally don't know how to pronounce him. But he is kind of like a vegetation flower spring god, and he was a lover of Apollo, and Apollo accidentally killed him. And again, he is connected with death because of this. And then we have Orpheus, who is his son, that went into the underworld to rescue Eurydice, but it didn't happen, and he also went into the underworld, right? So he is connected with the underworld. I do connect him with death, even though Apollon, of course, is not a death god, but he is a protector of the youth, protector of people who want to be healthy, and in like in the Greek pantheon, not the Greek pantheon, in Greek religion, I literally just don't know the word. I literally was like religious. The Greek religion was my religion, and I literally don't know the word right now, how it is called. I'm so sorry. But in the Greek religion, Apollon was a protector of many, many things. Like, he was a god of many things, and he's a protector of many things. So he is connected kind of with death. Like, he is not a death god, but he is connected with it. But what I wanted to say is, he is coming through. He might be a deity of yours. Someone else that is coming through is Heru or Horus, who is also a death god and also a sun god, more of a sky god. His one eye is the sun, the other eye is the moon. And he literally, his moon eye was plucked out. I think the left eye was the moon and the right eye was the sun, but it might have been the other way around, so I'm sorry. But one eye was plucked out, and he has this death aspect too. And also someone else who's coming through is Ra, and I think he is also connected with death. Like, all of these deities are judges in the afterworld for the people who are dying, if they are allowed to continue or if they are eaten by the heart eater, Imut, I think she's called. Yeah, those are some deities that come through. Okay, and what kind of situation? You might be working with those, but there is a sun god coming through. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. you might be someone who learns a lot. Yeah, you might be someone who studies a lot, because to be honest, when you're working with deities, you do study a lot. That's just a thing you do. Like I don't know one who is like, yeah, I'm working with Apollon and I never study. No, if Apollon is there, he wants you to study. He wants you to learn about magic, about druidism, about religions, about magic, about healing and psyche and all of these things. Like, he really wants you to learn. And the same goes for Heru and Ra, or Ra as he also is called. Yeah, if you work with deities, you do learn. That's just a fact. But you might also enjoy learning. So you might know these stories that I just told you, because I had to look them up, because I am working with these deities, with all of them that I just said. They are all my deities. And yeah, I have to learn a lot. And I also do enjoy learning a lot. And you do too. That's something that's coming through. We have the Emperor in reverse. It seems like you're doing a lot of exercises for your body. Maybe you do like workouts. Going for a walk is also an exercise in the end. Maybe you do yoga. Maybe you just move a lot. It feels like it. You move a lot. What kind of situation? And also, you have been working with a lot of deities. It's also something that I'm hearing, that you maybe do it for a few years now. Sounds like it, to be honest. What kind of situation is pile 1? Okay, we have 7 of coins or pentacles. Your ancestors are very protective over you. Your ancestors are very protective of you. You have a lot of ancestors who literally watch over you, who are protecting you. There are also a lot of angels, I just heard. And there is just a lot going on when it comes to you about protection. And the funny thing is, like, it was said that you have a lot of generational karma and a lot of things you have to work on, but your ancestors are literally with you, and they are sorry that you have so much karma from them, but they want to help you to release all of this karma. And I just saw 2 doves, so maybe things coming up twice might be a symbol for you, or just polar opposites. Maybe just doves are a sign for you. You may be also working with Lady Aphrodite, but your ancestors are very protective over you, is something that they want to say. What kind of situation is pile 1 in spirit? Okay, yeah, we have the Hierophant. You are religious. You are religious, and or you might be a witch, a shaman, druid. What else is there? There's so many paths you can go with paganism, but you don't have to call yourself pagan if you don't want to, because we have the Queen of Swords. That's literally something that's coming up, that you might not like to call yourself pagan, which is valid. Like, you don't have to be pagan to be religious, or to be a witch or anything like this. Like, for example, I'm a witch, and I literally don't know if I should call myself pagan or not. Like, I always just say, yeah, I'm a witch. But if someone asked me, I guess I'm saying I'm pagan, so it's easier for them to understand, because I do work with these, so I am religious. I do believe in gods and goddesses. But I have to be honest, I also work with deities that are normally from a monotheistic religion. Like, for example, I do work with Christian spirits. I do work with the archangels. I do work with God, or I have been working with God. He's very nice. And he is not like you would think, to be honest. I always thought, like, yeah, he might not like me because I'm just literally pansexual, and I don't know about my gender identity, to be honest. But he was like, yeah, I literally don't care. I just want to help you to grow and evolve and to become a better person. So you might have connections with the Christian God, to be honest, something that's coming up. Because when I remember, I was seeing doves, and I again saw doves when I was talking about God, the Christian God, and doves are a symbol of him. So he might be a god who is connected with you, who is your patron or anything like this. But it would be kind of weird if he would show up in this reading, because he is not a death god. Like when I worked with him, he was like, please don't give me bones or things that I did. That's literally, no, I don't want it. Thank you. I'm not connected with death. So it would be kind of interesting if he would show up in this reading. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 1? Should I pick these? Okay, yes. Spirit says yes. Okay, we have Queen of Wands and something that's coming up with the Queen of Wands is you are very beautiful. Why did I say it like this? Beautiful. You are very beautiful. You are very pretty, handsome, very attractive, and you have a very attractive energy. Kind of reminds me like of the energy of Aphrodite. She has also very attractive energy when I talk to her. She's very sensual and how's it called, alluring and very beautiful, and I mostly don't see her, but when I feel her energy when I talk to her, it's so soft and just pretty, and this is literally your energy. You're very beautiful. Again, might be working with Apollon because he is the god of beauty. It doesn't mean that he only chooses beautiful people, but he causes people to see their beauty within them. We have strength. You are also a very strong person. You are also a very, very strong person, and something that I also see with the Six of Wands, you do like sunflowers, or maybe you do like summer. It's also something that's coming up. But that's everything about your confirmation. If you wanted confirmation for anything, like these flowers might also be confirmation for you. But let's see what the Underworld has for messages for you. I'm very curious. I'm actually very curious. First, we are going to look into your oracle cards. And then we are going to continue with the tarot cards. Okay, we have Gemini communication. And what I immediately get with this is you might be ignoring some signs, you might be ignoring some messages from your ancestors and also deities. Again, Apollon is very sticking out to me. Also, Haru is very sticking out to me. Might be that you don't work with these deities yet, and they are like, excuse me, I'm sending you signs, please don't ignore me. Yeah, this might be that Apollon and Haru are sending you signs because they are literally like, okay, we have to be honest, it's time for you to work with us. Something else, what I get with this is you should look more into the underworld, like the underworld aspects in many different religions, in Roman religion, Greek, anything else. You might be wanting to look into this because there is some things that you can learn from it, and that this can cause some deities to come, like to see your way. Okay, we have as the spirit animal tiger that you want to look up. There are literally words like attributes on this, and I don't know the English words, but I can try. But you should still look up the spirit animal tiger, what its message is for you. Okay, we have strength, we have concentration, decision, passion. Again, something like strength, like mental strength. We have confidence, charisma, mastering, and focus. Okay, and another card. This is from Queen Persephone, the Queen of the Underworld. This is a cute little card with a plant and its message and like a little quote, and it says, apple blossoms, choices, knowledge, illumination, white are the flowers of apple tree that brings us fruits of fertility unknown. Again, learn about the underworld is something that I'm getting with this. There are a lot of messages for you, there are a lot of things to learn about for you, and it will help your ancestors too, because it's kind of connected with your ancestors. I don't know what is meant with this, maybe you do know. Your ancestors want you to look into the underworld, so yeah, maybe, oh yeah, okay. What I get with this is, if you feel comfortable, have you ever tried astral travel? And if you did, your ancestors want you to go into the underworld of the different pantheons, because there might be some information for you to get, and also there are some things that you can learn that you then can teach others. Okay, let's see. Messages from the underworld. We have 4 of coins in reverse. Yeah. The problem is there are some ancestors who really cling onto money and cling onto richness and crystals and all of these things, like rich things, and it's causing you to pull down because this is your karma. It's not like you have this that you feel clingy with money, but this energy that your ancestors is radiating goes into your family line, and it causes you to have just less money because they are wanting it too much. They are pushing it away with their passion for money. They really, really, really need to heal this. And something else that's coming up is you can heal your ancestors if you want to. If you ever did Reiki, you can do Reiki on spirits. Just call on your ancestors and heal them. But be sure that you are protected. So don't not low vibrational spirits don't come to you and steal your energy. Okay, we have 2 of blades or 2 of swords. There are ancestors who are literally not good for you. There are literally ancestors who are not good for you. You don't have to work with them. You don't have to allow their energy in your field. If you want to heal them, you can heal them. But the underworld is saying set some boundaries with the spirits that you allow into your space. If it is needed, rather just work with deities and angels and spirit guides for now, and later work with ancestors, because these ancestors affect your energy. I can give you an example. I have been working with an ancestor of mine. Literally, Lord Apollon told me to not work with him, and I didn't listen, and I did work with him, and it caused me to lash all out like every freaking second. I was so impatient all of a sudden. I was so aggressive, and it was because this ancestor that was his energy, and it affected my energy. So be careful who you allow in your energy field. Okay, messages from the underworld. Messages from the underworld. Messages from the underworld. We have the 6 of coins, 6 of pentacles in reverse. Do you have some pain in your body that you did go to the doctors, you asked for help, maybe you just got a headache, bellyache, anything like this? The underworld wants you to work on that by doing some exercises that concentrate on this body part. And if this doesn't help, do some Reiki. If you never did Reiki, learn about Reiki. You can learn it on the internet. Don't do these classes. Like, they cost so much money, and then you learn something that you can literally learn at home. You can learn it at home. So really do look into Reiki and do some meditations that clear out your energy, because there are some blockages in some chakras that cause you to have pain, and you are able to heal this. We have the sun again. There are a lot of underworld deities that want to work with you. Someone else I just see is Sobek. He is the Egyptian god of the Nile and crocodiles, and also I would see him as a male aspect because he has this aggressive Mars energy. Someone else is Lady Isis or Lady Aset, the mother of Horus, who is the queen of Egypt and also the goddess of magic. She might be someone who wants to work with you. And also someone else that I see is Demeter. She is the Egyptian goddess of crops and vegetation, and also the seasons. And this might be some deities that really want to work with you, or that you should look into, because learning about them might help you to understand other deities and also the stories of other deities. Because if you didn't know, for example, Apollon wanted to get Persephone as his wife, but he was pushed away by Demeter. Okay, we have 8 of Wands. The underworld wants to acknowledge that you already do a lot. Like, you are an amazing person, you learn a lot, you study a lot, you want to evolve, you want to learn on your self-love, on your confidence, work on your chakras, work on your wounds. You are doing a lot, and and the underworld just wants to acknowledge that you are doing a lot, and the underworld doesn't want to sound like, yeah, you have to do this and that, and you still didn't do this and that. No, 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 no. You did a lot, and it's time for you to acknowledge that, because the underworld does, and also spirit does. But there's still some things to heal that you need to heal. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Don't be like, something that's coming up is, don't always be so defensive. That might be something you struggle with still, that you don't want to hear the problems you're having, or the things that you still want to heal. Might also be that you are very defensive when it comes to love and friendships, that people want to be with you, and you're just like, no, 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 I don't want love in my life, I don't need it, and you are very closed up. And that's just a little message that don't be like, try to not always be so closed up and defensive. Okay, messages from the underworld for pile 1, please. Messages from the underworld. Okay, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. You are not annoying. I don't know why I have to say this, but I'm just going to say what I'm reading. You are not annoying, so don't worry. You're literally not annoying. You are an amazing person, and you don't have to worry about being too much, or being too defensive, too rude, anything like this. You are a very good person that still has some mistakes, and it's normal to have mistakes. It's normal to have some wounds. It's normal to not be perfect, right? And you are not a bad person just because you are defensive, but you can work on your defensiveness. You can work on it, and it's okay to feel defensive about hearing that you're defensive, because it's literally me. I don't like I'm very defensive. Every time my spirit guides say something, I'm just like, are you sure? No, I don't think so. I think I'm good at this. And they tell me, no, you have to work on this. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm such a bad person. I'm literally not perfect. And my spirit guides are always sighing and are like, girl, you're amazing, but you have some mistakes that you have to work on. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. So maybe you do struggle with the same. Okay. A message from the underworld. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse. Your spirit guides really do love you a lot. Like, even though they are telling you, for example, some things you need to change, or maybe they are giving you some challenges. We all hate the challenges. Like, I literally, because of Apollon, because I want to become his priestess, he's giving me so many tests and challenges, and it sucks. I hate it so much. But I have to go through this because I want to show him that I'm able to be his priestess no matter what comes my way. And your spirit guides want to say to you, sometimes they have to be assholes. Like, that's actually what they said. Sometimes they have to be very strict, and give you some tests, and give you some things you have to go through, so you evolve. It's not because they don't like you. It's not because they hate you or anything else. And even though you have mistakes, even though you have some things that are not making you not perfect, they love you who you are. They just want to help you to be a better person, to evolve. Okay. Messages for pile 1. One last card, please. One card, not the the whole deck. One last card, please. Okay. We have Ace of Cups in reverse. There's a person that is not good for you, and you know who is meant, and you know that you should cut them off, and this is just confirmation. Yes, you should cut this person off. Then we have the 9 of Coins in reverse. There's a spirit animal that wants to walk with you. Might be that the tiger is the spirit animal. Yeah, he wants to walk with you, or she wants to walk with you. They want to walk with you. And then we have the 9 of Cups in reverse. You got this. Don't worry, you got this. even with the spirit animal, you got this. Don't worry. Don't be overwhelmed by having a new guide. You got this. You don't have to worry. Okay, those were the messages from the underworld. So let's see what your spirit guides have to say to you. Just 5 cards, a quick message from spirit. Messages from spirit. You are on the right track. We have the Chariot. You are on the right track and you don't have to worry about not being good enough, or no, that they're saying there's a path you want to take and you're not sure if you should take it, and you are on the right path. You are doing the right thing is what they are saying. Messages from spirit. We have 2 of Cups. Don't cut off love. You are able to have love at some point, but right now for you it's time to heal. Doesn't mean that you're never going to have love, and this is also kind of like a message for me, because I literally have the same problem. I always think like, no, I'm not able to love at like ever, because there is so much going on, and it's very exhausting. It's very exhausting. But your spirit guides say you are going to have love and friends at some point. Don't close off completely. Yeah, go into a hermit mode if you want to, but don't think you are never going to be able to have love in your life. We have the Devil. There is something that is not good for you, like maybe a habit, something you're eating, anything like this, and your spirit guides want to say to you it's not good for you and it's time to cut that off. Take your time with it. Maybe it is smoking even, or taking drugs, to be honest. It's also something that's coming up. Maybe it's your coping mechanism to do drugs or something like this, and your spirit guides really want to say to you, cut that off. A message from spirit, please. We have the 6 of Wands. Your spirit guides say they are very proud of you, so don't worry. They are literally very proud of you, and you're doing amazing. You're doing amazing, sweetie, I just heard. Okay, and one last message. 9 of Pentacles. At some point, the struggles of money are going to end, because you are going to end this karma. This struggle will end, and you're going to have money at some point, and you're going to be financially secure, so don't worry. And that's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I really hope you enjoyed me reading for you and the messages of the underworld. It was very fun for me. Thank you from the spirits and the underworld for these amazing messages, and I'm wishing you the best of luck with the karma. I believe in you. You're going to succeed in clearing out the karma. I just know, like, your soul wouldn't have chosen this path if they would know that you're not able to do this. So don't worry, you're going to get this, and also the love, it's going to come. But that's also everything that I have for you, and I hopefully see you on my next one. Bye. Welcome guys, welcome to pile 2 if you picked the second pile or this labradorite. Sorry for the bad quality today, because I have to use my lamp, because I literally forgot to film this video and now it's already dark outside, so I have to film with a lamp. I hope that's okay. I hope that doesn't bother you. Today's reading we are going to look into messages from the underworld. This might mean messages from fairies, from ancestors, from underworld deities, from death deities, destruction deities. Might be anything in this direction. Might even be past lives, or just in general the underworld is also something that might come up. So this is a very open reading today, and it's going to be pretty long, because first we are going to see into your situation, then we are going to look at your oracle cards. We have 3 oracle cards. We're going to look into them, then we're getting messages from the underworld, and in the end we get additional messages from spirit. And I already heard someone saying, oh my god, this is going to be so long. Yes, If it is too long, don't watch it. If it is too long, maybe pause reading, keep continuing at another time, or make yourself comfortable, grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, so you have something to do or are safe during the video. Yeah, okay, I'm going to put the oracle cards up here. First, we are getting some overview of your life, what kind of person you are and what kind of situation you are, so you can see if you resonate with the pile. I'm going to use today my special tarot deck that is all with corpses and skeletons and poison and all these things. It really suits the reading, let's be honest. It's also the tarot deck of a spirit guide of mine. It is from King Hades, the king of the underworld in Greek mythology. And we also get some oracle cards from Queen Persephone, which is his wife, so the queen of the underworld, goddess of kind of death, queen of death, and also no, she's not the goddess of death, she's the goddess of the dead. There's a difference, because in the Greek mythology, I don't know why I have to say you this, maybe it's something you need to know. In Greek mythology, neither Hades nor Persephone are the personification of death. There is a god who is the god of death. His name is Thanatos. It literally means, translated, death. And he is bringing death to you. And Lady Persephone and Lord Hades, or Queen Persephone and King Hades, are literally just the watcher of the dead. So they are the queen and king of underworld. But yeah, let's go and look into your reading. I'm asking my spirit guides, the archangels, the elements, and my ancestors for protection, please. Thank you. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 2? Okay, we have 8 of Cups in reverse. You have a very stressed day. You might have a similar day to mine, that nothing worked out as I wanted to. I have a little argument with my roommate because it's about the cleaning, because we are getting visitors tomorrow and it's her boyfriend, and we are currently sharing only one room, and she is sleeping by me for a few months now, until we get another apartment together where we have our separated rooms. And she wants her boyfriend to be over, but she didn't clean the apartment. Like, she did clean some of it, but I did the most, and I'm kind of pissed. And it might be that you have a similar situation, or you feel very like you very much resonate with what I was saying right now, that something just is up, like something is really just bothering you. I also have the feeling of a headache. Like, I feel like this is not me having a headache, but I feel like you might have a headache, or everything feels like a headache. Maybe everything is just too much. So yeah, might be a situation. And what kind of situation is pile 2, spirit? What kind of situation is pile 2? Do you have a child? We have the Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Might be that you have a child, that this child is really giving you some stress. You feel very stressed, to keep it short. You feel very, very overwhelmed, very stressed, like there's just too much happening. Then I was reminded that my nail polish got off of my fingers and only is left on some fingers, and it really bothers me, but I didn't have the time to get rid of it because I wanted to film this video. So maybe you also have like some time struggles, that you want to do some things but are just not able to, because there's so much on your plate, there's so much happening to you, there's so much happening around you, your environment is just chaos, maybe your apartment is chaos, maybe you are in a chaos energy. Might even be that there are some chaos deities in your, like, near you, like for example Loki might be a deity who is right now around you. It doesn't mean that he causes chaos, but that he wants to help you, and he is a chaos deity. Like, he is the deity of tricks, like he's a trickster and deity of cunning and fire. He is no deity though, he is not a god, he is a Jotun. So yeah. But not an ice Jotun, but a fire one, like a fire Jotun. Okay. What kind of situation is pile 2? Yeah, you don't, like, you feel like you're not able to set boundaries with someone, and it really is pulling you down. It really is like there's too much happening. Yeah, we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you have, like, someone is there that is giving you troubles, and you are not able to set boundaries with them. You're really overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, and you really want to say to them, okay, please do this, don't do that. And also your spirit guides might be pushing you to set boundaries with this person, because my spirit guides are literally just speaking in my ear and being like, okay, Muse, tell her that you are kind of pissed and tell her why. Just talk with her. And maybe your spirit guides are really pushing you to talk to this person. Something else that's coming up, you might be the person that needs some boundaries. Like, maybe it's not about another person but with yourself, that you're not able to clean your room, for example, or your apartment, and you just have to set boundaries and be strict with yourself and say, okay, now I have to clean this apartment. But here is a lack of boundaries. Okay, we have Death in reverse. Might even be that you just lost someone and you're hoping that these messages are from this person, and if so, I'm really, really sorry. It's always like, it always sucks to lose someone, and I know how hard it is. Like, in the last year, I don't want to make this about myself, but I just want to tell you that I resonate with you, because like last year I was losing so many people and so many animals. Like, so many important people and important pets in my life left me, and it was a hard year. So I get you if you feel very overwhelmed, very exhausted, and just sad, because you are allowed to be sad. We have the 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords in reverse. What I get with this is you do want to heal. You really don't know how, and you're just overwhelmed, and you feel like you are a bad person is also something that I'm getting, that you say, oh my god, I'm such a bad person, I have so many things don't work out for me. Then there has to be a reason. There has to be there has to be a reason why all of these things happen to me, and why everybody is treating me this way. But to be honest, it's mostly about your boundaries. And I do see, though, that you try to become a better person, but you have to start with yourself. You have to start to see what kind of boundaries you need in your life, and then you have to set them. You really have to be strict with yourself and with others, and really say you are not allowed to cross this boundary, because it's enough. It's just enough. It's no. Okay, we have the King of Cups in reverse. You might even be dealing with some mood swings, because something that really stands out to me in this reading is every card is in reverse, which is nothing bad, but it really sticks out to me. Like, you might have struggles with balance. Maybe you're more in the divine masculine. Maybe you have a lot of mood swings, and you're just angry because you're not able to set boundaries with people, and you're just kind of pissed with yourself and also with people around you, and like everything is just too much. Everything is like way too much for you, and you don't know how to handle these things. What kind of situation is pile 2 Spirit? And what kind of situation is pile 2? Okay, we have the Hierophant also in reverse, and 3 of Wands upright. Things are getting better soon is something that Spirit already wants to tell you, or the Underworld, or I want to tell you too. Things are getting better soon, because you see the mistake. You see the mistake that you make. You see in yourself, okay, I see that I am the problem because I'm not setting boundaries. Like, you're not a problem. You're not a bad person or anything like this. But you see that it starts with you and with your inner world, like with your emotions and your karma and all of these things. And you see, okay, I have to be the one who says, okay, no, I don't want this anymore. No, I want better things happening to me. And things are going to get better. I can tell you that. Things are going to get better. Like, I don't know if it is the reading. I don't know if it is a male, because this flask literally looks like a penis to me. Might be that there is a male who actually helps you, or you're just helping yourself out of the situation, but might even be that it is a male spirit guide. Might be an angel, to be honest, that helps you out of the situation. Okay, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Spirit, what's meant with the Six of Cups in reverse? You're not too harsh with your child. Something Spirit wants to say. You're not too harsh with your child, and if you have a bad day, that doesn't mean you are a bad mom or a bad dad, or that you are a bad person in general. It might even be non-binary, or I don't know. But you're not a bad person just because you have a bad day, and you're not a bad person because you're pissed because everybody is treating you badly. It's literally it comes from people treating you badly, and it doesn't have to mean that you are a bad person. It just shows that you have had enough. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 2, Spirit? What kind of situation is pile 2? Okay, we have 2 of Wands. The person you are thinking of is not going to give you messages yet because the wound is too much open. So it's not the right time for them to tell you something, or you have to watch another reading, but this is not going to be the reading where you get messages from the person that you lost. And I know it sucks, but maybe the person just doesn't feel ready yet or anything like this. Okay, let's look into your oracle cards and see what kind of messages the underworld has for you. And I do see Anubis. I do see Lord Anubis, and also King Zeus. Like Lord Anubis is the Egyptian god of death and mummification, and for me kind of also justice, to be honest, and he's a protector from karma and a resolver of karma, not karma, black magic, and he's a protector god. And King Zeus is the king, like the god of gods. He's the king of the gods, and he is a sky deity, especially a thunder deity. And he is the patron of humans, of men. Like his wife Hera is the patron of women, and he is the patron of men. Okay, and we have Uranus, change and new beginnings. Yeah, what I get with this is things are going to change, but I have to be honest, I feel a lot of negative energy from your reading. Like I don't know why. I really feel this really choking, like it feels almost like choking energy, that everything is too much. Maybe you have a mental breakdown right now, I don't know. It feels like it. So I'm gonna keep going, and the thing is, I really want to help you, but I don't know why. I can literally just read what my spirit guides are telling me, and I can literally just tell you what they tell me, and I cannot do anything else because I don't know your situation. I don't know what you're going through, and you're valid, and I don't want to sound like you're not valid if I say something that is from my opinion or anything like this, because I literally don't know your situation. So maybe I say something that would suit for another person, but just not for you. So, but what I want to say to you is, if you really feel overwhelmed by all of it, ask for your spirit guides to calm you down, and ask them to hug you or to be there for you or to send your energy. Also protection, please. But really ask for your spirit guides to protect you and to heal you and to be there for you. And if you really need healing, ask Archangel Raphael. He is the Archangel of healing. He's already really good at this. Like, I always call on him when I need some healing. And otherwise, if you work with deities or other spirit guides, just call on them. They are going to help you. Okay, we have no, first the animal. We have boar, and this is just a card that you have, like you have to look up for yourself what the spirit animal boar means. I don't like to say spirit animal, but it is what it is, I guess. And just look them up by here. It says straightforward, very thick skin, loyalty, social, social, I think social, bravery, worthiness, and strength. I literally didn't translate everything like literally as it is, but the meaning still is right. But look up what boar means. It might be a spirit guide that is actually around you right now, or just someone who has a message for you. So look up boar, what it means. And the flower, this is a card from Queen Persephone, the queen of the underworld. We have magnolia, nobility and self-esteem. There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self. What I get with this is don't be too strict with yourself. Take your time in healing. Take your time in becoming a better person. You're not a bad person just because you're not perfect. I again got some pain in my left ear. If this is for you, I don't know. I really got some pain, and what I get also is you might struggle with trigger warning, self-harm is something that I'm hearing, and something else that's coming up is you might feel that I do smell smoke. Please look after your candle and your incense sticks. I literally smelled smoke. And cigarettes. Do you smoke? It's nothing bad with smoking, but I literally just get the smell of a cigarette. Okay, but what was the thing that I wanted to say? I literally don't know anymore. I literally don't know. Okay, then it wasn't important. Okay. Okay. Protection, please. Messages from the underworld. Yeah. You are still perfect as you are, but you can be even better. You can even be perfecter, more perfect. No, but you're amazing as you are, and your spirit guides just want you to become a better person and to really heal from whatever you're going through, and to learn to set boundaries, because it's going to help you. It really is going to help you. Okay, messages from the underworld, please. I do see ancestors. I see a grandma or an older lady. Yeah, she was gone already, but it seems like an ancestor has a message for you. She is connected with ice, so maybe she was in Scandinavia, or yeah. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is an ancestor coming through, a female, and also a male. The male comes from England, he says, and from Denmark or something. Yeah, I think the female comes from Denmark. So I was right with Scandinavia. She just wanted to show me that she's from Scandinavia, because when I see ice, I always think of the Vikings. She looks like, I know Victorian, the Victorian age was not in Denmark, or I don't even know if it also had Victorian, but I always think Victorian comes from England. But she looks, from the clothes, she looks like from the Victorian age. And my lamp just flickered, so I guess that was confirmation. Okay, thank you. Okay, what's the message from the underworld or from the ancestor, please? She doesn't want you to beat yourself down so much. We have the King of Swords in reverse. She doesn't want you to be that you beat yourself up like this, like talking down on yourself, talking badly about yourself. Maybe what I get with this is also that you laugh with friends how stupid you are and things like this, and you always say like, oh, I'm so stupid, I'm so this and that, and maybe I'm not pretty enough, and all of these things. And she wants you to stop. She really wants you to stop, because it's putting you in a low vibration, and it's just not fair to your body and to your mind and to your spirit, because you are an amazing person. And if you always say like, oh, I'm fat, or oh, I'm just not pretty, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, then you are always talking bad about yourself. Would you talk to you like this if you were a child? If you like, if yourself was another person and it was a child, would you talk to this person like this? Probably not. And that's really something that she wants to say. Don't talk down on yourself, because it's just not fair, and it's keeping you in a low vibration, and it's keeping you in a vibration where you don't love yourself. And it's time for you to love yourself, because when you love yourself, you're more able to set boundaries with other people, because boundary setting is self-love. Okay, we have 5 of Wands in reverse. She wants to say she doesn't mean this in an angry way, or because I just sounded very angry, I'm sorry about that. She doesn't mean it that you are a bad person, or that you're not good enough, or that she's angry with you just because you talk down on yourself. But she is kind of angry with you. I have to be honest. She's like, stop it, please. Like, I would never talk to you like this. Why would you talk to yourself like this? It's just not fair. It's just something that's not fair to you, and it needs to stop. Okay, messages from the underworld. We have 2 of Wands. She wants to work with you, and if you don't want to work with her, she wants to say to you that she is around you and she's protecting you and helping you, and you can call on her. You can call on her whenever you need help, or whenever you need positive energy or anything like this. You can literally call on her and she's going to help you. She is going to help you, and she really wants to help you. Messages from the underworld, please, or from the ancestor, please. Okay, we have the 4 of Cups. She says Spirit is sending you a lot of signs and you don't see them, and she also wants you to meditate more. And don't take so many pills. Stay away from drugs. And if you're smoking, maybe try quitting smoking, because I again smelled smoke. I smelled smoke. So there was something with smoke. Maybe it was a warning for you. Maybe there was the sign that you're smoking right now, anything like this. But yeah, she really wants you to stop this habit. If it is not smoking or taking drugs or anything, there is a bad habit besides talking down on yourself that you really need to stop, and you already know what is meant, because she's not telling me. She's like, no, they are going to know by themselves. So you will know. It might again be self-harm, because my ear again hurts. Okay. I have the Chariot. Have you ever worked with a power animal or a spirit animal or familiar or anything like this? Because she says it's going to help you to it's going to help you. So if you feel drawn to working with spirit animals, with spirit guides, with spirit guides of course, but animal guides or power animals, I can also advise you to work with them. They are very great. Like they are very patient. They have not great needs. Like they only want little things as offerings, and they meditate with you and they work with you. They teach you, they protect you, they do anything another spirit guide would do, but they are in an animal form, and the animal is like the animal that it is going to say you what their message is, because they can change their appearance. So it might be that you, for example, work with a hawk and the next week you have a boar, because it just suits your energy even better. We have Ace of Swords. It's time for you to actually talk with this person that is not accepting your boundaries, or you really need to have a talk with this person. Maybe you have a talk need to have a talk with yourself, that you actually sit down and say, okay, what is the problem? Why do I talk to me like this? Why am I hurting me like this? Why do I do this? Is there another option for me to do? I don't know, to give me a lesson or anything like this, because the world is hard enough, right? We don't have to make it even harder for ourselves. And your ancestor really wants to say, speak with this person, speak quietly, say what you want to say, be honest. And if they don't accept your boundaries, it's also something that she's saying. If they don't accept your boundaries, really, this person is just not good for you. If they don't accept your boundaries, like, if you say no and they don't accept your no, then they are not a good person, okay? And they are a manipulator, then they are an abuser sometimes even. And yeah, they can be pissed because of a boundary and say, oh my god, I don't like this. But if they still accept your boundary, that's okay. But if they actually say, no, I don't care about your boundaries, or they're like, your ancestors showing me a situation I had with a roommate of mine where I set a boundary and they literally loved about it and they were like, no, I don't care. That's not a good person, okay? That's literally someone who likes that you don't have boundaries and likes to step on you, not in a good way, but likes to step on you, and they are just not good for you. So yeah, I don't know, set your boundaries. If they don't accept your boundaries, cut them out of your life. I have to be honest, like, I'm straightforward with this. If someone is not good for me, they are not supposed to be in my life, and I'd rather be alone than be with snakes. So yeah, we have the moon. Something that's coming up is it's time for you to go see the doctors. I don't know why this comes up, but maybe that's just a little message for you. Maybe that's something that's important. Maybe your child needs to go to the doctor. Take what resonates. Maybe this was just no message for you, but maybe it was. Okay, and we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You don't have to be mean when you say your opinion. I don't say you are mean, but for you it literally probably sounds like you are mean when you set boundaries. But your spirit guides or the underworld and your ancestor says, you're not mean just because you say no. You don't have to be mean just because you say no. Sometimes no is okay. If you have a lot of struggles with mental illness, like panic attacks and anything like this, it's okay to be triggered, okay? And it's okay to say to someone, hey, I'm triggered. I'm like, it's not cool. I need a pause. I need a pause. I need a break. That doesn't mean you're too sensitive or you are a bad person or you are just, I don't know, you're just too sensitive and too mean or anything like this. No, you just say, I don't like this and I don't want this to happen. Everybody else is allowed to say this, right? You would allow other people to say this, so why don't you allow it for yourself? Okay, one last message from me. Underworld. Oh, no. Nope. Too many cards. One last message from the Underworld, please. Ten of Wands. If you don't set boundaries, then that's so harsh, but I'm going to say what I was just hearing. If you are not setting boundaries, it's your fault that you feel bad. It's your fault that you feel overwhelmed. It's your fault that everything is too much and that you suffer. You have the ability to change that, either by setting boundaries or by setting boundaries and they are not accepting it and you cutting them out of your life. So it's your responsibility for you to feel safe. It's your responsibility to feel in a good environment and to be in a safe place. But yeah, that's the messages from the Underworld. We are going to put the cards away, these two, and now we're getting additional messages from Spirit, just 5 cards, something they want to say to you, anything like, I don't know, I'm keeping it very open. Might be about the topic, might also be about something else, and I'm not able to shuffle the cards. Oh my god. Finally. Okay, once more, Spirit says. Okay, quick message from Spirit, please. They want to say what I just said with it's your own fault if you feel uncomfortable. It's not meant in a mean way or in just mean. That's not what I meant, and that's not what Spirit meant. It's just the truth that you can change something about this. And I know it's hard setting boundaries, like it can be too much and you can literally get panic attacks just thinking about saying no to someone, but you have to start somewhere. And if you're not able to say no, if you don't say no and you allow people to step over you, then that's your own fault when you know you can change something about this. Okay, messages from Spirit, please. There we have the King of Wands. There is a spirit guide around you who just wanted to say that they are around you. It might be a fire spirit, like the element, or someone who is connected with fire. For example, Lord Hephaestus. I still don't know how its name is pronounced. He is literally the Greek god of fire and smithing, I think, or forging, I think it's called. And another guide might be Volcano, I think he's called. It's the Roman god of fire and smithing and forging. They are pretty similar. But yeah, there is a spirit guide around you who really wants to help you, who really wants to be beside you, and you can call on them. That's again something that's coming up. You can call on your spirit guides, and you can also call on the person that you just lost, because I know you wanted to get messages from them, but they were just not ready yet. We have the Emperor. Someone else who is looking after you currently is King Odin. He is the Norse All-Father, and the King of Gods, King of Aesir, and he is also a god of, he's a god of so many things, but he's a god of wisdom, poetry, knowledge, magic, runes, or he is connected with the runes, associated with the runes. He is the god of so many things. I literally cannot think of one thing right now, but he is the god of many things, especially wisdom and poetry and magic. He is protecting you currently. He is around you. We have the Knight of Cups. Your spirit guides again want to say to you that things are getting better soon. And they really want you to think positively, to change the habit, that you currently have, and to not harm yourself, please. And harming yourself might mean so many things. It might mean smoking, drinking, doing things not responsibly, but also actual self-harm. Okay, the last cards. We have the Hierophant. Don't Hierophant in reverse. Don't cling yourself to some clergy that is not good and you know what is meant. This might be a specific message for just one person, but yeah, try to not cling yourself to people who claim to better yourself. You are the person you need in your life to become a better person. You don't need someone else telling you what to do, other than a therapist. And we have the Two of Swords. Believe in yourself. Don't think you're never going to be able to change something about your fate. You are able to change your fate. And that's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you resonate with your reading. Again, sorry about the lights. I really should have made this video earlier, but it's my fault. Like, I get it. But thank you, Spirit, for these amazing messages. I really hope you enjoyed this reading, and yeah, I will hopefully see you on my next one. Bye. Welcome guys, welcome to part 3 if you chose the third pile and this lovely amethyst cluster. I'm gonna pop that up here. Today's reading we are going to see what kind of messages the underworld has for you. This might mean underworld deities, underworld spirits, the fae, ancestors, anything that goes into the aspect of the underworld which is connected with death. Some may say the other world, not the underworld. First we are going to look into what kind of situation you are. For that we are going to use this lovely deck that is from an underworld deity of mine. It's from King Hades, the Greek god of the dead and the underworld. It's very suiting because it has to do with poison and knives and skeletons. So I thought this was fitting for this reading. Then we are going to look into your oracle cards, what the underworld has to say to you. Yeah, this is going to be for later, so I'm going to put that up here. And then in the end, we are getting additional messages from Spirit. Then we are going, oh, sorry, baby. Then we are going to use this little deck just to see what kind of messages your spirit has additionally. But yeah, that's going to be the reading. Grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, because this is probably going to be a very long reading. So really take care of yourself, listen to your body, please. Don't listen while driving or working with machines. And I would say let's start the reading. Okay, first I'm asking my spirit guides, my ancestors, the elements, and the four archangels for protection, please, so we only get clear guided messages. And I also ask for protection, please, just for me. Okay, first some shuffling. Okay, I already hear a TikTok song. Are you like, where are you on TikTok currently? I just heard a TikTok song. I literally don't know how it's called. I only see it sometimes when I'm on the internet. Okay, Spirit. What kind of situation is pile 3? What kind of situation is pile 3, please? Okay. We have the Hierophant. Might be that you are religious or that you are a witch is something that's coming through. I literally see someone doing protection spells like a witch ball, witch jar, witch bottle, I think it's called. And the witch's ladder is also something that's coming up. Just putting up a little bit of salt in the window and in the doors. And that's what's coming up. Yeah, you might also be religious or just a witch working with I just heard the elements, but also deities. Do you work with Anubis, with Ampu? Do you work with Ampu? Because I feel Ampu's energy here, and also Osiris, or Osar as you may know him, is also like King Osiris is also someone who comes up for me. Like, I know these energies because I have been working with these deities. Like, I don't work with Osiris anymore, but he is my patron deity, and I do work with Ampu currently, and he's also my patron deity, and I have been working with him for a few years now. So I immediately know the energy when I feel it, and I also saw him in my inner eye. So might be that you are religious and you're working with spirit guides. Might be that you're not Christian but pagan, that you follow the paganism. Maybe you don't like the word pagan and you don't like to be called a pagan. It's also very, very valid. Like, I respect your decision. Like, I'm always confused if I should call myself a pagan, to be honest, because yes, I do work with deities. Yes, I am a witch, but does this make me a pagan? Do I need this label? I don't know. Like, I like to call myself pagan, but I don't know if I fit in the category of paganism. We have the star in reverse. Okay, my spirit guides are, it's so funny, they always bring me in the situation my clients are in. Like, they are showing me myself that I'm feel kind of stressed out, because I have to be honest, I kind of went a little bit lazy when it comes to my YouTube, because I worked on another project of mine. It's writing a book. I have been writing about 80 sides or sheets of paper of my story. Like, it's about, let me think, it's about 20,000 to 30,000 words I just have written in the last 4 days, or just to keep it short, about 9 chapters I have written in the last 4 days, and it's been a lot, and I just want to write, and I just want to get this over with. Like, I really love this book that I'm writing currently, and I really feel drawn to it, but I kind of don't think about my other hobbies, like learning for witchcraft, doing my YouTube channel, and so on. And it feels like you have a hobby that you really put in a lot of work, but because of that you forget about all the other things in your life, which is nothing bad. Like I still too have to learn how to balance these things, because for one, like on the one hand I want to do my YouTube channel, I want to learn about magic. On the other hand, I want to finish my book so I can write the the second part of the book, because this is a series. It's probably going to have about 3 or 4 books, maybe even more, because I have so many ideas when it comes to this book. And then when I'm done with this book, I also have like so many other books I'm also currently working on. Like I'm a workaholic, as you may notice. I'm a fucking I'm a freaking workaholic, and yeah, it's so fun, but I don't do sports anymore. I don't look at my diet anymore so much. I don't do the things for magic anymore, and it really gets behind all of my writing. And it might be your situation that you really have a hobby, and because of this hobby you forget about all the other things. Might even be that you forget about the people in your life, that you became very introverted. Maybe you are an introvert, but that you became very introverted because, for example, you're working on this book and all of your friends are like, hey, let's meet, and you're not just like, no, I have to work on my book, I'm sorry. This might be a situation. You might also be a little bit sick, because I just realized my voice is very itchy, and it sounds really weird. Like I normally don't sound like this. I really sound very sick, even though I'm not sick. So maybe you're sick, or maybe you're getting sick. Just a cold, I just heard. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. You are not someone who likes to argue a lot. You're a very peaceful person. Might even be that you, something that's literally just coming up. Did you just purchase some divination tools like tarot cards, runes? I don't know. There are so many things how you can do divination in the end. But my spirit guides reminded me that I literally just purchased 2 tarot decks, and I'm so excited to have this. And then I'm also working on my own oracle deck. Wait, I'm going to show you. Okay, here we are. This is a oracle deck where there are the Norse gods painted on, and here are their name and runes, their rune they are connected to, and what they are connected to. And on the back side, I'm going to write down a little bit of mythology about them. Like, wait. Here we have Odin. I'm probably going to paint this later too. Here we have Tyr, Heimdall, Thor, Frigga, Hodor, Sigyn, Baldur, and Loki. And as you may have noticed, it's not done yet. Sorry, something was just so loud and I was so scared. Someone just whistled and it was so freaking loud. But yeah, that's something that I'm working on currently, and I don't know why I wanted to show you this. Maybe your spirit guides want to say to you, you should work on doing your own oracle cards too, because it's very practical. You can literally just, what I did in the past is write down some quotes, put it in a bowl, and anytime I wanted to have a message from my spirit guides, I would shake the bowl and then would pick a piece of paper, and then I had my message. It's also oracle decks, right? Something else that I just got is you might have some pain in your body, because literally my boob just hurts so much. I never had this before. It hurts so much. I'm holding it right now because it hurts so much. Oh, it literally feels like someone picked on it or anything like this. And you might have some pain in your body. Maybe you even have your period right now, because normally I get like pain in these areas when I have my period. What kind of situation is Pile 3 spirit? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Either you're very female, like feminine, like a female who is very feminine, or you're the opposite, a male who's very masculine. Like you feel like you are in an extreme spot. It's making you kind of hot, I'm not gonna lie. Like this is very hot energy. Yeah, it feels like you're very comfortable with your gender. And something else that's coming up is, do you like writing letters? Because I just see someone writing a letter to someone or to yourself or something like this. What kind of situation is Pile 3 spirit? We have Temperance in reverse. You are very, very smart. Again, do you write your own book? Do you read books? Do you write, maybe you write on Wattpad or fan fiction? That's something that's coming up, because I do post my books on fan fiction too, but I do post them in German because I literally have never in my life written a story in English because I think my English is not good enough, which is okay. I literally can write it down in German and then I'm happy. But yeah, my spirit guide actually just said to me, you could translate it though. I can think about that. First, I'm going to write it in German. That's hard enough, and then I can think about writing it in English later. But yeah, it feels like you are very smart. Maybe you do learn languages a lot, or what else? You're very good with mathematics. Is something that I just heard. Maybe you do work with spirits and the spirits just say that you are very smart, is something that's coming up, or your family perceives you as very smart. But to keep it short, you are very smart. Okay, I find you very attractive. I have to be honest. This absolutely amazing, this absolute amazing energy that I get from you, and this that you're so smart, and wow, maybe you're writing on books. Oh my god, am I flirting? I don't know. Just joking. Okay, but yeah, you feel very smart. Okay, we have Seven of Swords. Even though you have so many good qualities, you have problems finding a partner or being comfortable with flirting with people, which I get. Like, yeah, I was just flirting, but this is on camera and I don't see you and I don't have to see a reaction, so it's okay. But whenever I have to flirt with a crush or something, it's so bad. It's literally so bad. And this seems like this is kind of the same situation where you're very attractive, but it's really hard for you to talk to people and to show your emotions, because you always think you're getting pushed away, or they just don't want you, or they will how's it called, decline your offer. Yeah, this might be you. If not, don't listen to that, because only take what resonates. Do you work with Apollon? We have the Six of Wands. Oh yeah, this is Apollon energy. Okay, just little disclaimer, or just why I was like, yeah, I feel Apollon. There are sunflowers in here, I think, and even if it's not sunflowers, it looks like sunflowers. And the Six of Wands is always a card that he used with me. And he is a deity I feel the closest with. Like, he is also, like, he has been my first deity that I work with, and I'm still working with him today, like for about 3 years now. Like, this year it's going to be 4. Like, oh my god. And I do feel his energy. Like, he's like, hi, what's up? And he wants you to have more fun, or something that he just said. And if you do, you play volleyball or basketball or anything like this? Is it called in English? Yeah, I think it's called volleyball and basketball. Sports with a ball. Sports with a ball. But yeah. Why am I so, like, today in this reading I'm just wanting to do some jokes and laughing, like that's very interesting. But he is around you and he really wants you to do more sports, to concentrate more on your sports, or maybe the sports is the thing that is keeping you away from your duties. Okay, we have 5 of Cups in reverse. You need to drink more water. Yeah, and don't drink as much alcohol. If you do drink alcohol, like, I get 2 scenarios. Either you're someone who never drinks alcohol, or you're someone who drinks a little bit too much. Like, no worry about it. It happens to all of us. Like, I had this phase too where I was drinking so much. Like, I think I was 17 or 18. I was drinking so much. Like, every weekend I was out with my girls and drinking. Like, today I could never do this again. Like, today I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to read a book, or I'm going to crochet myself something. For example, right now I'm crocheting a Nazar, like, evil eye cushion, and it's so pretty. Wait, I'm going to show you. Okay, this is the first side, and then I'm going to crochet the same thing for the other side, and then I'm going to make a ribbon here or something like this, and then it's going to be a cushion that's so pretty, like it's the evil eye. I love it so much. And I'm going to do the evil, like, yeah, the evil eye, the typical evil eye is blue, like the Nazar it's called. It's typically light blue with dark blue, but there is also with, oh my god, okay, do you have a panic attack or something? I literally can't breathe. Whew, okay, we have to breathe, okay? Do it with me again. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Okay, this feels way more better. I don't know if you just had a panic attack, but because normally I get the energy of the people I'm reading with. Maybe this was just one person. So if you had a panic attack or just difficulties breathing, are you okay? Oh my god, I'm so worried now. But what I wanted to say is the Nazar has also other colors, for example, red and pink and brown, and each color stands for something else. Also orange and green, like I love the green one so much. And my roommate and me were like, yeah, we need so many pillows from these Nazar, and we're going to crochet them, and it was yeah, it's funny, but maybe you do something like this too, that you're very introverted and like crochet, read, write, anything like this, and you're not with partying. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. And what I get with this, you might have some mental struggles and you literally don't know yet how to handle them, because again, the second right now where I was like breathing so heavily, it feels like you don't know yet how to handle these things. And my tip is meditation and breathing exercises. It really helps. Also grounding yourself is something that actually helps, but it feels like you are very new to this whole mental illness problem thing, and it's just, yeah. Okay. We have the Eight of Cups. Are you in a mental hospital right now? Or you want to go into the hospital, or you will go into the hospital? That's something that I'm picking up, but I see literally a hospital. That's everything that I'm seeing. I see a hospital. Might even not be a mental hospital, but just a hospital. Okay, let's see. What kind of messages the Underworld has for you? It's about a hospital I already heard. We have Moon with feelings and subconscious. Such a pretty card. It's so pretty. And I literally just heard someone say, yeah, it's so pretty. So thank you. These are literally the cards of Apollon. But no, it's gone. Okay, let me think. Yeah, but what your spirit guides wanted to say to you, it's okay to be in a hospital. You don't have to shame yourself for it. And if you're not in a hospital, they really want you to go to the hospital. Only take if it resonates. You will know if this message is for you. Like, they really want you to go to the hospital so you get help, because right now everything is too much, and that's okay. But it's also okay to get help when everything is too much. Like, if it feels better for you, I have been in a hospital, like a mental hospital, for about 2 months. Then I was in therapy when I was at home, and then again was in a mental hospital, and it really helped me. Like, there were things that were not good for me, I have to be honest. Like, I don't want to make it all pretty and shiny for you, so you go to the hospital and then you are like, oh my god, Muse, how could you do this to me? No, there are also bad parts, because there are always people who watch you. There are, like, you might get medication is something that also comes up. You have to do all these courses even though you don't want to, and it can be very exhausting. Like, I prefer to be at home and go to therapy on my own, but the mental hospital was actually the thing that I needed when it was the worst, because I do suffer from hallucinations and from dissociation and person. Oh my god, I hate this word so much. Dissociation. Okay, just let us take this word. Like, out of body experiences, seeing people that are not there, seeing auras, and it's not my third eye opening. I asked my spirit guides. It's literally hallucinations. But I had a lot of mental breakdowns. I I do struggle with a lot of depression, and what I want to say also is this is all, like, all of these things are diagnosed, okay? Like, I'm not one of these people who self-diagnoses themselves. Like, it's okay if you don't have another option, but there is like this wave of people being like, yeah, I have borderline, yeah, I have ADHD, and they don't have it. They think they have it just because they saw it on TikTok and had the same symptoms, but you can have the same symptoms and not have the illness. Like, trust me, you would know if you have BPD. You would know if you have borderline. Like, I'm a borderliner, and it sucks. And sorry that I'm getting so angry, but I'm kind of angry at these people who want to have this illness and want to have it for attention, where I'm like, I'm suffering from it. Like, I had so many bad things happening in my life that I developed this illness, or this, I don't know, is it a mental illness? I think. But like I was just thinking, because in German there is a difference between mental illness and a normal illness, and there is another word for it. And I was just thinking, is it mental illness in English? But I think it is. But it kind of sucks that people are like, yeah, I have BPD and I do these things because I have BPD, so you have to excuse my behavior. No, you're just an asshole, okay? There's a difference. It's also with narcissism. Like, everybody who hurts you all of a sudden is a narcissist. No, you wouldn't know if this person is a narcissist. Like, I had contacts with a narcissist, and it was hell, okay? It was hell. So be careful with self-diagnosing yourself, because it can be a very big insult for people who actually have it. Like, when I see all of these people saying, yeah, we have borderline, and I cheat on you because I have borderline. I have borderline, and I would never cheat on someone, okay? It's not the same. It's just a dumb excuse someone wants to make, so they give, like, so the others forgive them. So, okay, enough for the rent. My spirit guides also just laughed because they were like, yeah, you go, girl. Okay, we have dog. Wait, let me try to translate the words that are associated with the dog. We have protection, watcher, brother, loyalty, trust, straightforward, bravery, and action. This is just a card that you should look up, like a spirit animal that you should like look up what it is, the message of the spirit animal, because there is a message also for you there. And then we have, oh my god, is it tube rose? Tube rose? YouTube? Tube rose. Okay. Dangerous pleasure. The secret of reaping the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from life is to live dangerously. Okay, again, your spirit guides say don't be scared to go to a mental hospital, because it's not going to be any bad for you. Like, you might be from Germany, if so, hi, wie geht's? But if not, still, hi, how are you? But your spirit guides really say don't see the mental hospital as something bad. It's just going to help you in the situation. You can always go out of it if it's too much for you. At least it's in German like this. Like, I cannot talk for everybody, but that's what I learned. Like, it's just going to help you, and if it's too much, you can always leave. But if you are in this mental state that I'm thinking, like this depression that is really bad and just everything being too much, then really go to the mental hospital. Like, it was literally what rescued my life when I had a very bad time. Maybe I'm going to talk about this at some point. We have judgment. Yeah, you're scared that people are going to judge you, but let me tell you something. People will always judge, okay? If they're not happy with themselves, they're not happy with others, and then they are going to let other people suffer. And there are also just some people who like to judge you, and it doesn't care if you're in a mental hospital or not. They are going to judge you. They are going to talk behind your back. It's just because they're insecure themselves. Think of yourself. Think of your mental health. Like, it's very important. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Underworld also says, put away some money. because you really seem like you're from Germany, because they're describing the situation that when I go to, like, in my mental hospital, when I went there, I was able to go to the supermarket and buy myself some sweets and things like this, and they're really saying, yeah, you can do that just save some money, then you can buy yourself some things when you're in a mental hospital. So I don't know how it is in other countries, but in German it's possible to do this. So maybe you are from Germany. So I don't know. Hi. um, we have Knight of Blades, Knight of Swords in reverse. What's meant with the Knight of Swords, Spirit? You're talking down on yourself too much. If you don't want to go to the mental hospital, then at least do shadow work. Or maybe shadow work literally triggered the state right now that you feel so bad. Maybe you hurt yourself. Maybe you want to end it all. Anything like this. I'm talking about this so calmly because this is literally normal for me and my best friend. Like, my best friend is living in my apartment currently, and we are both very we like to think about ending it all and hurting ourselves, and we do things like this. I have to be honest, we, like, there were times where we have to go to the mental hospital because it was so bad, like with hurting ourselves, if you get what I mean. And it's just like, I feel sorry for you, of course. I literally feel so sorry for you, but for me it became such a normal thing. And your spirit guides also want to say, in a mental hospital you would meet people who will understand you. They will literally understand you. Did you just eat cheese? I literally just had the taste of cheese on my tongue and now I want some cheese. Okay, we have Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Your ancestors are literally behind you. Did you lose your mother? Because something that's coming up is like the higher self of your mother is behind you and always protecting you, and you don't have to worry about, yeah, being alone and going to the mental hospital and not knowing no one. And there are people behind you. There are your ancestors. I see someone like your mother or your father as a higher self, or a ghost, like maybe they passed away and they are with you, like they are protecting you and they want you to live your life and to do the best you can. And if this means going to the mental hospital, then this means going to the mental hospital. That's okay. It might also, so something that I have to say, it might also be that it's not about the mental hospital but rather about therapy. It might also be therapy. Just take it as it resonates. Okay, we have Two of Pentacles. Something else the Underworld wants to say to you is, money is coming in. Don't worry about it. It was a very short message. Also, don't call an ambulance because you have to pay the ambulance. Go to the mental hospital on your own. Or if you want to call the ambulance, your spirit guides just wanted to say to you, you have to pay it. Like in German, the ambulance costs about 10 euros, like about $10. But yeah, maybe in your country it's more. And yeah, okay, the couch just flew out, like, yep, you got it. Okay, it might be very expensive to call the ambulance, so be careful with that. Messages from the Underworld, please. We have the Hierophant. The deities you're working with or that are close to you, that are your patron deities, really say they stand behind you and they want to help you. Just call on their energy. Just literally call on their energy and they are going to help you. If you don't know who your deities are, literally just call on your spirit guides, say you need help, and they are going to help you. But I have to warn you, sometimes their help can be very chaotic. It means things falling apart just so that new things can come in. And it's just a little advice from me, like, it doesn't always have to be like, oh yeah, a sweet hug. No, sometimes they are literally destroying everything just for you to have a clear way. It kind of reminds me of Ganapati, like Lord Ganapati, or Lord Ganesha, a deity of mine, a patron of mine that I'm going to make a video at some point with. And he is like the deity of obstacles and removing obstacles. But removing obstacles doesn't mean that he removes like the obstacle. Sometimes removing the obstacle means removing so many things from your life, so much chaos happening, and yeah. And he's like, oh, there you go, and I'm just like crying in my corner, being like, oh my god, what happened? And he's just like, yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, sometimes it can be very chaotic. I have the moon. If you don't know who a deity of yours is, something that's coming up is either Selene, I think she's called Selene, I think Selene, or Artemis might be a goddess of yours. It's something that's coming up. You could ask for signs if they are your spirit guides. Just ask for a certain sign, for example, a moon, and when you see a lot of moon symbols, you know, okay, Artemis or Selene are deities of mine. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. Things are going to get better. Like, you will not always suffer like this. You will not always have these problems and being overwhelmed like this. Like, it's going to get better soon. So yeah, don't worry, it's going to get better soon. You will not always suffer like this. I have the Three of Wands in reverse, and what the Underworld is wanting to say is you will find new people. You will find people who understand you, and you will find people who literally will stay with you even in the toughest times. So if you are alone right now, if you don't have anyone, it's not going to be like this forever. We have the Ten of Pentacles. The Underworld just wants to say to you, spirit guides are always protecting you, and they always will be with you, and you don't have to worry that they will ever leave you alone or anything like this, because I literally just heard you hear that spirit guides will leave you at some point. Yes, but no. Like, some spirit guides are going, like, some spirit guides are supposed to go at some point, because they are just temporary spirit guides, but you have spirit guides, for example, patron deities or patron angels, who always stay with you. Like, they will always stay with you, and even if they go out of the picture, they are with you still. That's something that's very important, so don't worry about spirit guides leaving you. And if you did something wrong or anything, they will never leave you because of this. Okay, messages from spirit, please. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Again, your spirit guides want to say to you that things are going to get better soon. And with the Five of Cups, they want to say to you that you're not going to suffer like this forever. And I just want to repeat what I already said. Like, things are going to get better. You're not alone, and you don't have to worry about your spirit guides leaving you, because that's not going to happen. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. Please focus. Thank you. They want to cheer you up, because you feel very low, you feel very depressed, very sad, and they really want to say to you everything is going to get better. And oh my god, okay, we have the Ten of Swords, and I have to explain this to you. I have a tarot deck that I didn't use in this reading, where there is this extra card that literally looks like there are like the Ten of Swords is twice in this deck, and one is the normal Ten of Swords, and the other one on there stands everything is going to be okay. And they literally said, show them this card and tell them everything is going to be okay. Like, they literally wanted to show you this card, this extra card from the other deck, that everything is going to be okay. And we have, I literally heard it before I saw the card. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. Love is coming in, or if you have a partner, the partnership is going to bloom at some point. Like, it's going to get better. Don't worry about it. But that's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed the reading. I really hope I could help you. I thank the Underworld and these like spirit so much for these amazing messages. I'm like wishing you so much luck with your mental state, because I know how bad it can be, and I just know you get out of this, so don't worry, you got this. But that's everything that I have for you, and I will hopefully see you on my next one. Bye. Welcome pile 4, welcome to your reading. If you chose the 4th pile or this clear quartz, very pretty. My voice is literally gone. I'm gonna put this up here. So sorry if my voice is kind of cracking or anything like this. Like, my voice has been gone the whole day. Maybe this is a symbol for you or a sign for you. I don't know. But yeah, today we are going to get messages from the underworld. First, we are going to look into your situation so you can see if you resonate with the pile. Then we are going to look at your oracle cards. We have a few more and see what kind of messages the underworld has for you. I'm just gonna put that up here. And then in the end we get additional messages from spirit, just some messages. Maybe they have something to say to you, maybe it's about the situation, maybe it's about the messages that the underworld has for you. But I have to say the underworld, this might mean also messages from underworld deities, from death deities like Thanatos, Hades, Pluton, or Pluto as you may know him, maybe Lord Shiva. I don't know who's also Anubis, Anpu. There are so many death deities or deities who are connected with that. This might also mean ancestors, fairies, anything that is connected with the underworld. Okay, I would say let's dive in. Okay, first I'm asking my spirit guides, the 4 elements, the 4 archangels, and my ancestors to protect me and protect this reading. So we only get clear guided messages and only messages that are the truth. Thank you very much. Also, these cards, if this is a symbol for you, these cards that I'm currently using are from King Hades, who is the Greek god of the dead, the underworld, and yeah, he is the king of the underworld. So maybe this is a message for you, a sign for you. I also have cards from his wife, Persephone, Queen Persephone. So yeah, this might be a symbol for you. Okay, spirit. What kind of situation is pile 1? Okay, we have the 2 of cups, not cups, coins or pentacles in reverse. What I get with this is you might have slept very well. Might have been that you have a lot of dreams. I'm sorry, my voice is cracking so much. I literally getting sick, I think. But yeah, what I wanted to say is might be that you just woke up, that you literally had a very major dream, like something that has had a lot of messages for you. Because, for example, I literally woke up at 2 a.m. in the morning and I have been up since then. And I had like this very strong dream that had like it was so vivid, and that there was so many messages from my spirit guides, and I looked up the meanings, and yeah, it literally foretold me what was going to happen this day. Like, I literally started to get into a spiritual awakening. It really hit me like a freaking truck. And my spirit guides gave me a little warning about this, that things are going to change, which is okay. Like, I do like spiritual awakenings, but sometimes it really is just too much. And maybe you had this too, that like your spirit guides gave you a lot of symbols in your dreams, give you a lot of signs in your dreams. Maybe you do communicate with your spirit guides in your dreams. Maybe you are very connected with your inner child or your subconscious, or is it subconscious or unconscious? I don't know. I think subconscious. That you are very connected with your subconscious, that you write down all of your dreams and you literally, learn from your dreams. Might also just be that you are someone who has very vivid dreams. Maybe you have prophetic dreams is also something that I'm getting. Or that you communicate with other people through your dreams, because you can literally go into the dreams of other people. Okay, spirit, and what kind of situation is pile 4 in right now? Okay, should I use this one card? I'm only going to use the card that flipped over, so we have the 8 of Wands. Did you just buy yourself new tarot cards? Because my spirit guides actually reminded me that I literally just bought new tarot cards and they're so freaking pretty. Okay, I just heard I should show you them. Okay, I got 2 new decks. One is a tarot card, or tarot cards, and the other are oracle cards. first the tarot cards. They are Viking cards, and I love them so much. King Odin wanted these cards, so maybe King Odin is a deity of yours, because this is Odin again. Yeah, they are very, very pretty. They are with the Norse gods and some mythology. And also, I think that it also has connections with the series Vikings, because like this is so weird. I literally always see when I look at these cards I always see when I look at these cards the characters of the series Vikings. Yeah, that was the card that I wanted to look up. This is Yggdrasil, the world tree. It is so freaking pretty. Like, and all of these cards are literally so beautiful, and I really, really love them. And yeah, he literally looks like how is he called? Daphne Rockbrook? Lockbrook? Rockbrook? I haven't watched this series in such a long time. But if you are interested in Vikings and you want to have Viking tarot deck, it is possible, as you see. Yeah, and King Odin wanted to have these cards. Like, I literally bought them for myself, and when I had them, King Odin was like, hey, like, he's my patron. He was like, hey, I would love to have these cards. Thank you. Then those cards are from Anubis, or Ampu, who's also my patron. And these are literally cards with the Egyptian deities and like something that is connected with them, something that is associated with them. They are very pretty. I love them very, very much. I bought them, and Anpu was like, oh, I have to have these. And I was like, okay, sure. Because I literally promised him, like, I think 2 years ago, that I would buy him tarot cards or something like this. Like, here is Anpu or Anubis. I literally promised him that I would buy him cards, and I never got to it. Like, they were always too expensive, and I had luck finding those, and they were like perfect because they are so pretty, and it gave me the inspiration to do my own oracle cards. Just give me a second, because now I want these oracle cards also for the Norse like for the Norse gods. Here we have Odin, and then we have his name in runes, and a rune that is connected with him, and like attributes of him. And yeah, here is Tyr and Heimdall and Thor or Thor, Frigga or Frigg, Hodor, I think it's called, Sigyn and Baldur, and Loki. Yeah. And I'm still working on it. As you may have noticed, like, there are going to be more gods and goddesses, but I already find them so pretty, and I don't know why my spirit guides were like, yeah, show them your cards, but there you go. Maybe you were interested in buying yourself cards or doing your own cards. I don't know, but there you go. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 4? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles, and what I got with this is you're very connected with your inner child, or it might be that you're still a teenager, or you're just a very young adult, maybe you're in your adolescence, but you feel very, very, I don't know how to say it, like fresh, very, like you feel fresh, new, and just smart, and but having these street smarts, and like being very connected with your inner child and being very creative. Maybe you have a very open sacral chakra, because the sacral chakra is our creativity, right? And it feels like you're very connected with it. And maybe you're writing your own books, maybe you're reading books, maybe you like to have daydreams, go outside, climb trees, have a little adventure, anything that goes into this direction. Okay, and what kind of situation is pile 4 spirit? What kind of situation is pile 4 spirit? Okay, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Do you have some pain in your body? Like, I just saw someone holding their cheek because of their teeth, that their teeth hurts. Anything else? No, I literally just get teeth, probably because like on this card, on the coins, there is like parts of the skeleton and the teeth, and it really seems like you might have some ache in your teeth. What kind of situation is pile 4 in spirit? What kind of situation is pile 4 in? Should I take this one? Or... Okay, yeah, okay, we should take this one too. We have the moon in reverse. Such a pretty card. Are you a Pisces? Pisces rising? Or maybe you have water placements, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Maybe you have many planets in these placements, or you have your big 3 in these placements. It's also something that I'm getting. But you feel very connected with the moon. You feel very connected with your intuition, with mysticism. Maybe you do like mysticism a lot. The occult. Yeah, I feel very connected with the moon energy, because the moon energy, it's the feminine energy, right? It's magic, it's intuition, it's our psychic abilities, it's mysticism, dreams, and well, Neptune would be dreams, to be honest, but still it's kind of your dreams and like your shadow self. And wow, the candles are flickering so much right now. Maybe this is also a symbol for you, as well as a raven or a crow. And I feel like King Odin wants to talk today, because I do feel his energy and he wanted me to get his deck. So I don't know, maybe he wants to talk with his deck. I don't know. But I do feel his energy a lot around me right now. Okay, we have 10 of... Okay, yeah. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, King Odin wants to talk today, which is okay. I'm going to use his cards when I get into the message part. He wants to speak today, which is absolutely fine. Maybe he's your patron. Maybe he is a god you're working with. Maybe you do feel connected with him. Maybe you do like Vikings. Literally just watched Vikings. I just have to give a little disclaimer, because these cards are very new. It takes some time reading them. So if I talk too slow or anything like this, just put up the time, like make the video a little bit faster, because it's very hard for me to read these cards still. I literally just used them twice or 3 times, I don't know. So yeah, please be patient with me. Okay, we have the King of Cups. There is another deity coming through, and it is Anubis, Anpu. Funny, because the oracle cards are from Anpu. I'm not gonna... No. Okay. If they want to talk, they are going to talk. Just... Let's see. What kind of situation is pile 4? We have the Tower in reverse. What I get with this is, might be that you are going to go through a spiritual awakening soon. Maybe you already have been through it. Maybe you're in the middle of it. But there is going to be some change, and my spirit guides tell me it has something to do with the planets. So maybe with the planets being in retrograde, going out of retrograde, or a planet being in a specific symbol. I don't know. I literally don't know too much about astrology. Like, I do learn about astrology, but there's so much to learn, and I still don't understand the most of it. So I cannot tell you exactly what it is, but they are saying there is going to be something with the planets that is causing your environment and your emotions to change. And it's just a little warning. It's not going to be too bad. It's not going to be too overwhelming, but I want to say it to you. Okay. What kind of situation is pile 4? Okay, this card still wanted to come out. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse. Did you have an argument with your mother or a motherly figure? Maybe it is a partner that is very motherly. That's everything that I get with this. Maybe something else that comes up is your room a little bit messy right now? Don't feel shame about it, because mine is too. Like, my room is a little bit messy lately, because I do just literally get up, work on my book, do the pick a card readings, and go to bed, and just throw my things in the corner, and it doesn't look too well. Like, it's not too bad, but it's also not too well. So don't worry about it, but it might be that your room is a little bit messy, and your spirit guides say you should clean it up a little bit, because then the energy in your room can flow and new energy can come in. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. there is a little warning. I know this was actually about what kind of situation it is, but your spirit guides already wanted to talk. There might be a trickster spirit around you, and it might be that you need to do a cord cutting, either with a person or a spirit. Take what resonates, you will know what I mean. It might be that you need a cord cutting ritual. And we have the Queen of Cups. What I get with this is that my spirit guides want me to explain to you how to do a cord cutting. Do it very simple. Sit down, relax, meditate a little bit, ground yourself, center yourself. Then you imagine a cord going from you to a person or to the spirit that is annoying you or disturbing you. And then you imagine something sharp like a sword, scissors, a dagger, anything, a knife, cutting this cord. And then you ask your spirit guides for protection so it doesn't attach again, like whatever you detached, that it doesn't attach again. And yeah, then it's done and you're free. Okay, now I have to be sure. Does King Odin want to talk today? With his cards. Oh my god, this is going to be so I don't know, overwhelming, because I still don't know the cards too well yet, but I'm trying my best, okay? I'm trying my best. Okay, then I'm going to put this away. First the oracle cards though. Let's see what oh yeah, you were the group with two, like one oracle card more than the others, which explains because two different deities wanted to talk to you. So yeah, let's see. We have conjunction, fusion, and energy. Okay. Your spirit guides and King Odin and Lord Anubis, or Lord Anpu, as I call him, they are kind of mad. Not with you. They are like, why are you ignoring us? Maybe you don't believe in deities. Maybe you don't want to work with them currently. Maybe you do see the signs, but you're like, nah, that's not them. And they're literally like, it's us, okay? We want to work with you. We want to talk to you, and you are literally not here. And they want me to tell you that, in my experience, Lord Anpu and King Odin are amazing spirits to work with. If you feel overwhelmed, if you don't know if you should work with them, I can just advise you to work with them because they are so amazing. They are very patient. They have a very calming energy, but they can be strict if they need to. And they love to work with people who put in work. Like, for example, Lord Anpu taught me a lot of things about death magic. Like, I would say, like, I'm an eclectic witch, I'd say, but I have been practicing a lot of death magic for the last 2 years now, I think. And like, Lord Anpu was the one teaching me so many things about it. Then King Odin helped me so much with my shadow work and just battling my ego and being there for me when I needed him. And I can tell you, they are very patient. Like, yes, they can be disappointed, but they will never be angry with you. And they, like, if you do something wrong, they will tell you, and it's not in a bad manner. This would be a trickster spirit if they are mean or anything, or look down on you or judge you or anything like this. King Odin and Lord Anpu wouldn't do that. Like, they are very, very great teachers, and I can just advise you to work with them. Okay, this is from King Odin, they say. We have Violet, faithfulness and modesty. Modesty is a shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart of truth. Okay, there are so many things that King Odin actually wants to teach you. And yeah, that's what he wanted to say. Like, he wants you to learn to make sacrifices for the right thing and to actually stay with your decision. For example, yeah, he's telling me I should give you an example. Again, I have been a witch for about 3 years. Like, this year it's going to be 4 years, and I was never okay with blood magic. And then King Odin came into my life, and he was like my teacher, and we worked together. And then I wanted him to be my patron. Actually, he asked me if he can become my patron, and I was like, oh my god, yes, that would be such an honor. And and he said, when I want him to be my patron, I have to make a sacrifice, because he is known for the sacrifices, right? He sacrificed his eye to see the whole world. He sacrificed himself to learn about runes, and there are probably so many more stories that we don't know where Odin sacrificed something. And he asked me to sacrifice my blood. He wanted a little bit of my blood, and I was like, no, I cannot do this. This is too much. And he was like, okay, if you don't want this is okay, but then I cannot be your patron. And I have thought about this a very long time until I did this, and I sacrificed a little bit of my blood, and now he's my patron, and he is amazing. And he never used it for anything bad. He literally protected what, like, I was so scared that other spirits would get this blood, and no, he literally protected this blood. And I think thank you. I think I buried it in the end. I don't even know anymore. But no, he's right. Okay, he just said I literally made a sigil that said I was sacrificing myself to Odin, or I was dedicating myself to Odin. And then I used a little bit of my blood and I smeared it on the paper. And then I burned the paper, and the ashes I put into my plant. So I could never redo, like, not redo, but reverse the spell, because it kind of is a spell or a ritual. I don't know how you want to call it, but he wants you to learn to make sacrifices, to not be scared to sometimes sacrifice things, to not be scared to learn new things. Let's see what Lord Ampu has to say. We have yellow rose with oh my god, no, I cannot pronounce this word. Okay, here you see the word. I'm trying my best to pronounce it. Enthusiasm. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. And friendship. A single rose can be my garden, a single friend my world. What's my with this message? Lord Ampu. He literally was just like, don't call me Lord Anpu, because it has to do something with respect when you call them with their title, or just say king and lord. And I have been working with Anpu such a long time that it is weird when I call him Lord Anpu. He was like, no, you can literally just call me Anpu. And I was like, what is this, Lord Anpu? And he was like, don't call me Lord. This is kind of annoying. So okay, what's the matter with this? He wants you to, like, he wants to bring friendship into your life. He wants people to come into your life. But something that I hear with the sacrifices is sometimes we have to let go of certain things so we can get new things. And this might be also the spiritual awakening that is coming your way, that you have to find out who you can leave into your life and who has to go. That hasn't, like, it's nothing bad, so don't worry. Like, sometimes people have to go, sometimes it's just not the right time for a certain friendship. Sometimes some things have to change, or you have to go separated ways for a certain time, and then go back together and come together. And yeah, like, not in a relationship, but in a friendship or relationship or whatever you want. So don't worry, just because someone has to go doesn't mean that they are going to be gone forever. Sometimes they come back. And the spirit animal that we have for you, or the animal guide that we have for you, is snake. And I want you to Google this animal guide, what this means, but I can already tell you it has to do with transformation, with healing, with sexuality, and with change. That's something, again, we have to change people that you have to let go, maybe. Now I'm going to pull, how many? Unpull. 3. Okay, he wants me to pull 3 cards from his cards. That's only for your reading, so okay. Let's see. What does Lord Ampu has to say to you? What does Lord Ampu has to say to you? 3 cards, please. Oh, they are not jumping out today. Okay. 2 more, please. Oh, my favorite goddess. I love her so much. Okay. Let's see. First this, and then this. I don't even know how to lay these cards because I wasn't planning on using these cards, but that's fine. I'm going to find a way. Okay, first we have, oh my god, I'm going to pronounce these words so wrong, and I'm so sorry. So sorry for these gods and goddesses. I'm so sorry. Okay, we have 35 with Mehen, protection. And then we have Amut, or Amit with devastation, with the 30. And then we have 22 with Anuket and Hope. Anpu and King Odin just want to say that don't be scared of change. Don't be scared of losing people, because when you lose certain people, you will see in a later time, like in a certain time, you are going to see that these people are just not good for you. By the way, on the back of the deck we have Anubis. We have Anpu with transformation. Sorry, I have to laugh because he's actually talking right now. But yeah, we have Anubis or Anpu with transformation. Again, sometimes people have to go, or we have to let go of certain. It doesn't always have to be people. Sometimes it's habits, it's a job, it's people, it's family, it's a partner. Sometimes we have to let go of them, and the sun is coming out, okay, because they are just not good for us yet, and maybe they will never be good for us. To be honest, they're, for example, I give you an example of mine. I had this boyfriend. He was very special. I loved him very much. I would say he was the one that I loved the most. I would say, like, I would even love him after we broke up, and I was like in love with him so long. And it really hurt me that we broke up. He broke up with me. And I would always protect him. I would always be there for him. I would always help him with his depression. Like, I would literally sacrifice myself for this person. I literally did sacrifice myself for this person. And he was not good for me, but I wouldn't see that. I was like, no, he loves me. I love him. We have the perfect relationship. And he just needs time, and things are going to get better. And yeah, things are going to get better. And 3 years later, I now kind of see how bad he actually was for me, because I didn't know my worth, because I didn't know that I deserved more, and that he was just toxic. And to be honest, he had some narcissistic traits. Like, I wouldn't say he's a narcissist, but you can be like, you can have narcissistic traits without having narcissism. And he was very, like, he told me things that were not nice. He told me that I should end myself, if you get what I mean. I wouldn't see that, like, I get it, probably your relationship is not that bad. Like, I literally just heard someone say, like, but he never said this to me, or she never said this to me. No, but sometimes people can still be manipulative, or just bad for you, or just a bad influence. And sometimes we just don't want to see it, and I get it. Like, I really feel you, but King Odin and Ampu really want to say, this person, you need to let go of this person, because there are new people wanting to come in. There are new people who want to learn from you and want to evolve with you. Okay, let's see. Messages from the Underworld, which would be from King Odin and Ampu, but I will continue to say Underworld because it's easier. I'm asking my spirit guides for protection. Messages from the Underworld. Okay, sorry. King Odin wants me to say King Odin. Messages from King Odin, please. Also, thank you that you show up in my reading. Also, Ampu. It's so nice. All of them? Okay. Okay, this wants to come first. And this, and this. Okay, we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, King Odin just wants to repeat what I literally just said, that sometimes people are not good for us and we don't want to see it, or we don't see it because we don't know our worth, and we don't know how it would be actually, like, how people should treat us, because we wouldn't treat ourselves like that too. Like, we wouldn't treat ourselves this good too, so we allow people to treat us badly. But he wants to say to you, things are going to change. You're going to have a spiritual awakening that will change your perspective on these things, and you're going to be grateful for losing some certain people. And sometimes, again, you separate with people so you can both evolve, and then you go back together. So don't worry about that. We have the Knight of Pentacles. King Odin wants you to work a little bit more on a certain habit. Not habit. maybe a habit also too, but he wanted to say hobby. He wants you to dive a little bit deeper when it comes to a certain hobby. I just see someone crocheting, so maybe you do like crocheting, maybe you do something else, singing, playing instruments, knitting, drawing, writing books, reading books, anything like this. But there's a hobby that literally lights a fire within you, and he wants you to enjoy this a little bit more, put in a little bit more time into this hobby, because it's going to help you in a time where you are going to lose certain people. Like, it's going to happen. That's something he also wants to say with the next card, with the 5 of Cups in reverse. He really wants to say it's going to happen even though you don't want this. The universe decided this. You decided this before you reincarnated, because we have a contract with the universe where there is written down, or I don't know if it's written down, but it's a contract where you already decide what happens in your life, and this person is going to leave your life even though you don't want this. And I'm so sorry, but it's the truth. They are going to leave your life. Maybe I just heard someone say, hey, I'm happy about this. This might also be that you actually enjoy that this person is going out of your life and you don't have to worry about them anymore. But we have the Tower here with this beautiful dragon. Maybe a dragon is a symbol for you. Change is going to come, and you are going to change, and there's nothing you can change about that. It's going to happen. Just try to let go of the control, like wanting to control things, and just let go and allow the universe to do its thing. Messages from King Odin, please. Okay, we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. He also doesn't want you to... Okay, that's very specific. He also doesn't want you to hex me or curse me or jinx me or send me the evil eye, because I'm giving you the messages. Because please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just channeling the messages. Please don't shoot the messenger. I know how much it sucks. That's like the thing. I literally know how much it sucks. Okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Is there also maybe a job that you want to do and you still don't know if you can go into this direction, but there's something maybe you want to make, like maybe you want to become a freelancer and make your hobby into a job? Then he really wants you to learn more about it. But something else that I'm getting, if you are a witch, shaman, druid, anything like this, hi. First of all, hi, I love you so much, because I love people who learn a lot. And that's his message. He wants you to learn a little bit more. He wants you to study a little bit more about magic, because you can manifest things and it can make your life easier. Okay, messages from King Odin, please. Messages. Messages from King Odin, please. Messages from King Odin. We have, this is an extra card. It's literally the story that was saying that he sacrificed himself so he can learn about the runes. So maybe he wants you to learn about runes. Is something that I'm getting. Like, again, sacrifices and all these things. Blood magic is something he really wants you to learn about. But what I get with this right now is he wants you to learn a little bit more about runes, which I love runes so much. I'm currently learning about them. Like, I have been working with them for a very long time. It's literally one of the first things that I learned when I became a witch. I always wanted to do the divination, so I was like, oh my god, I have to learn this. And but I'm still learning about them, though, and it's so freaking interesting. And he wants you to look a little bit more into this. We have Judgment. He says, no, we are not judging you. And if you just... Okay. He wants you to ask 3 questions with a yes or no answer that can possibly come. He says, okay, 3 questions. You're going to ask a question and I'm going to tell you if it's a yes or no. Okay, let's go. First question. Yes. Second question? Yes. Third question? Yes. Okay. I don't know why he wanted to do this, but he wanted to... It will be for someone out there, so there you go. Okay, messages from King Odin, please. Messages from King Odin. We have the Ten of Swords. Oh my... Okay. I had literally the problem right now that I wasn't able to control my mind. I would have like certain things in my mind that literally were not so good, and I was thinking things that I didn't want to think. And something he says is, don't worry if you're not able to control your mind. I was just like, why is this happening to me? And I was like saying to King Odin, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I really don't want to insult you because you're here wanting to give the reading and I'm thinking about other things. And if you are not able to control your mind, don't worry about it. You will learn it. Okay, and one last message from King Odin, please. One last message from King Odin, please. Try to build a better relationship with your pet. We have strength. And you are also, like, he wants you to know that you are a very strong person. He wants you to know that you are a very strong person. But that's everything that I have from King Odin and from Lord Anpu. I'm thanking you very much. And now we are getting to the part where Spirit gives you some messages. Let's see. Okay, let's get some quick messages from Spirit, just 5 cards. The additional messages from your Spirit guides. Let's see. We have the Sun. Things are going to get better soon. Even though this wasn't the best reading you could get, I have to be honest, the Spirit guides really want to say things are getting better soon, okay? Don't worry about it. Yeah, things are getting better. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Something else they say is your financial situation is going to get better soon, and you might be... Do you have an idea in mind and you don't know if you should like do it? Your Spirit guides say do it. Maybe because of that, like that was the reason for the yes or no question. But they say do it. Work on it. We have the 8 or 7. 8 of Pentacles. They really say work on it, learn about it, do whatever you need to do, and your dream will come true. And this literally just rhymes. Okay, cool. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Don't ever think that you're not lovable or that love never comes into your life, because it's going to come into your life, so don't worry about it. And one last message is, again, we have the 5 of Wands. Please don't hex me. Please don't curse me. Please don't jinx me. Please don't send me the evil eye. I would be very grateful. And your Spirit guides and my Spirit guides would be very grateful too, because you will get your karma and I don't like it. Thank you. Okay, that's everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm thanking all the spirits so much for these amazing messages. I'm thanking King Odin and Lord Anpu so much for these messages, even though I'm not allowed to call him Lord Anpu. Sorry. I really hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'm wishing you the best of luck with your situation, that things will get better soon, because it looks like it's getting better soon. So yeah, that's everything that I have for you, and I really hope I will see you in the next one. Bye.